Hello and welcome back everyone to Flyers Franchise Football, and today we take on division rival the Minnesota Vikings, who re-signed Josh Kurtchiff last season. They said they're rolling with him again. 3 years on his contract, $9 million deal, a pretty small contract for a starting caliber quarterback, or starting quarterback, I don't know about caliber. You have to think they're still going to look for a quarterback in the draft this year, and then maybe bump him down to the backup, or like be the bridge quarterback until the new quarterback's ready to go. Depends on where they pick. You know, Tyler Davis is in this year's upcoming draft, Robbie Washburn. Anyway, without further ado, off we go here in Minnesota, and this will be fielded by Jacoby Declan, who I'm excited to see. And he takes this to about the 29-yard line, just ran up as quickly as he could to get as much yardage as he could, and now comes Linehan, his first drive of season 6. And his second drive as second starting season, not even starting season, just second season as an NFL player. First throw out here to Dylan Murdoch, and that is broken up by Seth Watkins, the inside linebacker. Now on third down here, Lance Roach throwing it out. That is caught, but no first down there as Murdoch catches it, and that'll be well short of a first down. Quick 3 and out. Not a great start for this Salt Lake offense. First drive for the Vikings here, a throw out to, that is number 87, Kyrie Hess, the wide receiver. He loses 3 yards on that pass, and Parsons going down with an injury. Already a thin Minnesota offensive line. Second down here, and Justin Madubuike nearly takes Josh Kurtchiff's head off. Now 3rd and 13, and this time he does take his head off. Madubuike's first sack of the season, a great signing last year, and he is up for re-signing this year. Might have to roll out the brink trucks for him. Declan now returning this one at the 50 to the 40. Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A really nice return for him on his first punt return. 1st and 10 here. Linehan hands off to Lance Roach, and that's going to be a nice 5-yard run for him as Quinnen Williams now is a little shaken up on the play, having to kneel down there. 2nd down and 5. Linehan dropping back, running out of time, throwing this one. He's got Dante Pettis wide open. He catches it down to the 10-yard line. So we're hoping Dante Pettis can have a bit more of a resurgence this year. Now 3rd and 8 for Linehan. He's going to roll out to the left, throw it up, and he throws it to nobody but a bunch of purple. Remember number 57 from the first drive, Seth Watkins? Well, he comes up with the second play of the game, and that's an interception on our quarterback. Bit unfortunate there. 1st and 10 now at the 17. A nice throw here to Justin Jefferson, who has 2 years remaining on his contract. You better believe the NFL is going to be looking to pick him up as soon as he's free. Big hit here, and the fumble comes out. That is Keanu Neal forcing it. Fortunately for the Vikings and unfortunately for us, they're able to recover. Irv Smith falls on the ball there. But a nice hit from new tradee Keanu Neal. 3rd and 3 now, and that is picked up by Stephon Gilmore. A lot of room in front of him. Josh Kurtchiff won't catch up. And Stephon Gilmore. Yeah, we just signed that guy, by the way. I am so excited for this secondary. Stephon Gilmore instantly getting a pick 6 here in his first game as a Flyer. And it's a 7-0 deficit, and no offense has scored yet. 3rd and 3 now for the Vikings. Chance Fortunato, welcome back. Good to see you here for Season 6. I'm expecting him to potentially break the sack record this year, and that's a good way to start. 1 sack in 1 quarter. Of course, he's got to contend with Justin Madubuike every play to get to the quarterback first. That's a fun little competition to have. You remember Legolas and Gimli? Yeah, I'm thinking they're counting off the same. Brandon Scherf now shaken up after a really nice throw to Dante Pettis. A handoff to Scotty Miller. A nice little run for him. That's about 4 yards as we now have a 3-headed monster, and you find out Scherf might be out for the rest of this game. Maybe longer. Of course, Derek Francois, one of those heads. We'll see him soon, I would imagine. And this is a nice throw out to Dylan Murdoch as he picks up a big gain there. Looks like Linehan maybe keeping things a little more simple now. Not trying to throw it up to a bunch of purple. 1st and 10, handoff. Lance Roach up the middle, down to the 1-yard line, maybe the 2. And he's already having a very effective day running the ball. 2nd and goal at the 1. Linehan under center. Play action, throws this one up, and Theo Clemens, I thought, had it just a little too high from Linehan there. 3rd and goal, we hand off, and that is Derek Francois' first touchdown. It's a Flyer. The power back will be used a lot in the red zone as we find out Jonah Williams apparently got hurt. Broken ribs for him. So I'm not sure when he'll be back even. And it's a bit unfortunate. It seems like this offensive line is dropping, and now the defensive line is dropping. Stephon Tuitt's shaken up, and they're having to work with them as we end the first quarter. A great first quarter there, other than an interception. I'm liking what I see so far. And we're here at the top of the second quarter. Josh Kurtchiff in the gun. Dalvin Cook. It's going to be a throw out here, and that is caught by Justin Jefferson down to the 40-yard line. And you know that that's their #1 target. Stephon Tuitt apparently has a strain. We found out from the trainers. It'll be unsure if he comes back in this game. Nice tackle here by Newman on Cook, but Cook has been doing pretty well so far. 5-yard run for him. Now a handoff here, and this time Schobert and the crew meet him in the backfield. Nice tackle for loss there for Joe Schobert, who had a great preseason. Hoping he pops the same in the regular season. 3rd and 6 now, and this one goes nowhere. Of course, Chance Fortunato was giving pretty heavy pressure there, and out will come the offense. So Kyle Linehan under center, rolling out, hit before he can throw. Everybody was pretty well covered there. That's definitely a covered sack for Walter Wayne, the outside linebacker. And now it's 2nd down and 20. Throw here to Dante Pettis, a nice throw. That picks up most of the yardage back, and in fact, it's 3rd down and 5 now. Handoff, Lance Roach up the middle, and he's got a nice run, spins around, breaks a tackle, and he's down to the 44-yard line. So far, Lance Roach has absolutely dominated as the premier back, and he's only had 5 rushes. Play action to him now. He's got to imagine that's effective. And it's wide open there is McCole Hardman. You know the defense is going to have to respect the run if Lance Roach is doing what he's doing. That's going to open up the play action game pretty heavily. Pump fake here from Kyle Linehan, throwing it, contested. Broken up there for Sean Stevens. Excited to see what he can do. Signed for 2 years. And now a dropped pass by Theo Clements, the first rounder. And we have to settle for 3. Oh no. Oh goodness. Dalvin Cook breaking off a run here, and that's going for 6. Eddie Jackson and Jeff Okuda giving chase, and neither could catch up. What? Where's our run defense? You know, in the offseason, our team really targeted run defense. I told the GM, go after run defenders. And here we are. Nice throw there by Kyle Linehan, 9 yards. And handoff here to Lance Roach. He bounces off his lineman. Lance Roach with the ball carrying vision so far. He's had a fantastic day. Why not hand it off to him again? A nice run here through contact for 5 yards. Didn't expect a little guy like him to be falling forward through contact. Another run here. He gets hit hard by like 3 defenders. Does pick up 5 yards though, and it's 4th and 1, and we're going for it. Under center. Handoff. Roach met. Wow. Stopped by Markel Lee, the outside linebacker. Met at the line of scrim, or the first down marker, and does not get it. Cook here, another run, breaking a tackle, picking up big yardage there, about 8 yards on the run. It's 2nd down and 11. Right now, we cannot stop Dalvin Cook. Here he is again. Thankfully, Joe Schobert getting off a block and bringing him down. That could have been easily 15 yards. Now 3rd and 3 for Kurtchiff. They're going to pass it, surprisingly. And Chance Fortunato just destroyed the blocker there and picks up his 2nd sack of the game. So 2nd down and 7. Linehan and the boys back on offense now. Nice run here to the 35-yard line. I haven't really seen a whole lot of Linehan's legs yet. The Vikings have done a pretty good job containing him. Linehan here on 1st and 10. A nice throw to Derek Francois, who absolutely obliterates the defender there. That's Marcus Lucas, the safety, that just got walloped by Francois' stiff arm. 1st and 10 now. Linehan hit as he throws, and the flag's down. They're going to get him for intentional grounding here. I kind of think there was a receiver in the area, but clearly the refs disagree. Guess I need to pay him a little more. 3rd and 25. Linehan throwing this one deep, and that's covered by Marcus Lucas, who just got stiff arm, coming up big with the interception there. Linehan's 2nd of the day, and both of them were on throws that just didn't make sense. Kurtchiff here back on offense, and Chance Fortunato fighting through the tackle there to pick up a sack. 3 sacks in the first half alone. He is on track for, I don't even want to do the math. What's 6 times 16? Anybody got that number? That's like 92 sacks. There's no way that's going to happen. But still. 3rd and 7 now as the Flyers are back on offense after a nice defensive stop. Throwing this one deep. That is broken up for Dante Pettis, and we'll have to settle. This is a 58-yard field goal attempt here. Ricky Rubini, we know he's got the leg. It is up, and it's good. Maybe an inch of space there. I did not actually think that was going to go through. I'm a little worried about his leg strength, but still, we get the field goal, and we end the first half 20 rather, to 7. And I think really this half was good offensively. I think we could have done a little better. The turnovers were really it, but defensively, we were great outside of the run game. Let's go ahead and look at some games here around the league. Is Kyler Garrett in his first ever NFL game, currently down 14-0 to the Cowboys. No shocker there. They're always really good. Having a pretty good game so far, just doesn't look like he's been able to put points on the board. Two rookies going at it now as the Vegas Raiders take on the Colts. Miguel Stanley so far having a bad game, and Baron Gajkowski is capitalizing. It's 14-3. I think Gajkowski has a nice chance to win that division. Looking over a little further here in Tennessee, it's the Titans taking on the Chargers, the runner-ups to the Super Bowl. Daniel Jones having a really solid game so far as it's a 17-7 score, and we'll see you in the second half. Starting off the second half here, handoff to Dalvin Cook, tackled by Stephon Gilmore. And we do have Gilmore playing the slot. He is also the on 2 cornerback sets. He is the second cornerback. Byron Handy is only getting looks in the nickel, but he's not the nickel cornerback. Thought I'd clarify that, as that's a quick 3 and out. Stephon Tuitt back in the game, and he makes a big play there. Good to see him feeling a little better. And Linehan back on offense is sacked. And unfortunately, Dubois takes him down there as he just never saw him coming off the edge. Now throwing this one, broken up by Theo Clements. A dangerous pass there, but Clements at some point, you got to come down with one if you're that big of a tight end. 1st and 10 for the Vikings here as they're down 2 scores. Need to make something happen here, and Dalvin Cook so far is absolutely feasting on our defense. Already up to 130 yards just in barely 1 half. Nice throw here from Kurtchiff. That is caught by Laviska Shenault, who's been a little more quiet today. Now throwing this one, caught by Justin Jefferson down to the 22-yard line rather. And now the Vikings looking to score. They're almost in the red zone. Kurtchiff and Cook. This is going to be a throw to Cook, actually. A little angle route there. He picks up about 8 yards, makes it 2nd down and 2 now in the red zone. Handoff. Cook absolutely dominating. Eddie Jackson having to make a tackle. You never want it to come up to your safety to make a tackle on the running back, but thankfully Jackson does there. Handoff. Cook into the end zone untouched. And this run defense is putrid so far. I'm a little worried about our run defense, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to have a talk with the D coordinator after this, as nice throw there to Ernie Stachelski, who haven't really called his name a whole lot today. He was pretty effective down the stretch of last year. 3rd and 3 now, Linehan rolling out, and he's going to tuck this one and run with it, and picks up the 1st down to the 41-yard line. Nice little play for him there, and the chains move. So 1st and 10, almost at midfield here. Linehan steps up in the pocket and gets tripped up. He had a big gain in front of him if he could escape the pressure there. But Pierce able to come up with the shoestring sack, and now it's 2nd down and 13. Screen out to Lance Roach, gets caught on his own lineman there. That's Mitch Flaherty catching him, and unfortunately can only catch about 5 yards. Handoff here to Roach. It's going to be 4th down and 3, and the offense is staying out there. In the gun here. Linehan rolling out. Had a man open there, instead elects to run with it. Does pick up a big gain, but again, I'd like to see him just throw it if he's got open targets like that. So 1st and 10 under gun now. Francois checks into the game, and it'll be a play action to him. Rolling out. Linehan runs out of time. You got to throw it away at some point, man. Fordham with the sack there, and as Bill Parcells said, one of his commandments as a quarterback, a sack is a bad play, throwing it away is a good play. You got to throw the ball away. And another big hit here for Paul Fordham as he picks up a big tackle for loss after his sack, and it's now 3rd and 25. Linehan rolling out, throwing this one up for grabs. Clement can't come down with it. Just hasn't been able to win a jump ball so far in traffic, and out comes Byron Robinson for his 1st punt of the day that we've at least seen. And Byron Robinson punting this one out at the 26. Could have been better, as we will end the 3rd quarter, and the Flyers just barely holding on to a lead, but the Vikings with that run game are looking to shore up that gap. We are back here in the 4th quarter. Top of the fourth, 2nd down and 6. Kurtchiff takes the ball here in the gun, throwing this one underneath to LaVista Chenault, and he's down to the 40-yard line. So it's mostly been Chenault and Justin Jefferson so far, no surprise, but now Irv Smith getting involved. I haven't called his name a whole lot, but there's Irv Smith. And across midfield now. Viking looking to go up in this game. Kurtchiff throwing this one out. That is caught. And that is a 1st down. Curtis Hunter, the backup wide receiver, coming into the game and making a play there. Big play for him. 17-yard gain. Now 1st and 10. A throw underneath to Justin Jefferson. He is down to the 13-yard line. Once again in the red zone. And the Vikings threatening to score again. Now in the gun with Cook. Kurtchiff takes the ball, and they're still throwing it. Very surprising here as he finds Jefferson again down to the 2-yard line. And no Cook really yet in this drive. Very surprising. And here it is, a handoff to Dalvin Cook. You knew it had to come at some point. Coming up with the touchdown now, Dalvin Cook, as the Vikings are an extra point away and now up in the game. So 1st and 10, Linehan has to leave a drive here. Throw to McCole Hardman, a nice pitch and catch there down to the 34-yard line. Making a man miss. Linehan, handoff. Roach with a big run up the middle to the 48-yard line in the Viking territory on the trap play. You know, this team loves to run trap. Now 2nd down and 9. Linehan dropping back. And he's going to throw this one out. That is caught. Theo Clement finally making a big play there. And that's 1st down at the 30. 3rd and 6 now at the 27-yard line. Handoff. Roach has a 1st down and more down to the 12-yard line. Roach has dominated this game. Gotta give him more touches, I think. 2nd down and 10 now. Play action to Roach. And Linehan gonna roll out here. Had some people open and just held on to the ball. Marcus Lucas now coming up with the sack. I just don't understand it. 3rd and 15 now. Big play. Somehow not intercepted by Parker. Zach Parker had his hands on it, and Dante Pettis just came down with the ball. 4th and 2, we're going for it. And off Roach at the line. They give us the 1st down. 2nd and goal now. Throwing it out in the flats to Roach. Into the end zone untouched. And Lance Roach carried that drive as he does a backflip. Watch out, young man. You're going to get injured. Handoff here on the 2-point conversion. And we're up a full 7 points now after Lance Roach gets 2 scores. And with 3 minutes left, the Vikings, they're going to have to strike quick. I'm not sure how much they can look to Dalvin Cook this drive either. 2nd and 7. Josh Kurtchiff dropping back, throwing this one out. That is caught by Cook. Looks like they're still going to try to get him involved, even though they don't have a whole lot of time left and we hit the 2-minute warning. Kurtchiff dropping back, throwing this one deep to Justin Jefferson at the 49-yard line. He's making plays still. Throwing this one out and somehow not broken up. Byron Handy was all over that, but Chenault comes down with the catch. Jefferson now, a minute 21 remaining. Hit as he throws. Matabike giving pressure there. And he's 3rd and inches now with 1:20 remaining in Flyer territory. Throwing this one out, and chance for Chinata, dropped back into coverage and almost ended the game. 4th and inches, they go to Dalvin Cook here. Time's not on their side, but they need the surefire 1st down. He gets it. He's across 150 yards on the day. Dropping back, Kurtchiff throwing out, caught by Cook. Stiff arming Kenny Durkins there, and he's down to 28 as time continues to run, but 3 timeouts. Kurtchiff, watch out! It's Fortunata! And fortune is not in your favor as Fortunata comes up with a big sack. Kurtchiff throwing it deep on 4th and 10. Caught! No! Jefferson dropped it somehow. And the Vikings lose the game. Lucky break for the Flyers here. My goodness, Justin Jefferson had his hands all over that ball. How did he not come down with that? Player of the game in my eyes has to go to either Lance Roach or Chance Fortunata. Both those guys dominated on their respected side of the ball. I thought Stephon Gilmore was pretty solid too. Justin Jefferson did way too well though, in my opinion. Dalvin Cook especially, the run game has to be better. I was not impressed with our run defense. You better believe I'm going to be looking to address that with the coaches and coordinators coming up soon. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at the rest of the league new to this season. We'll be trying to keep a little bit more tabs on top of the league. Player of the week obviously goes to Chance Fortunato on defense, but you see Daniel Jones also gets it. Yeah, happy for him. Dalvin Cook, of course, winning it as well. Theo Clements, we're going to go ahead and look to have him work on his downfield threat ability, especially after so many drops in that game. Although possession might have been nice for him too. Derek Fitzpatrick, he's still out with the torn labrum, unfortunately. We will go ahead and look on his possession catching, though, in the meantime. Unfortunately, we'll not see him for at least 2 more weeks. Going and looking at some results here, the Cowboys did end up beating the Bears, but Kyler Garrett had a really good game. Only 1 touchdown, but 250 yards just about. He had a really solid game. The Raiders barely escaped with the win over the Colts here, and Miguel Stanley ended up coming back to have a pretty solid game himself. Gajkowski still shined despite the interception. I'm really thinking the Raiders have a chance to go far in the playoffs this year with their rookie quarterback. The Steelers, unfortunately, cannot win with Bryce Richardson, although he had a nice game, and the Buccaneers not able to get it done here, or rather the Patriots, that is. Tre'Davious White having a solid game there, but you know, just couldn't make it happen. And then Austin Belton having a really good game here against the Broncos. Belton, of course, the reigning Super Bowl champion. And then finally, we have the Panthers blowing out the Seahawks, and my nephew Darius McIntyre coming up with 1 pass. I'm excited. I hope he gets to play more. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in Game 2 next week. Have a good one.